Good. Very good. How do you block on this one? As soon as your jab comes out, pull this hand back. So your cross is out, but instead of going here, you're going to go there.
What I'm saying is like
Weekend.
Oh, weekend. Weekend was good. Weekend was good. We wrapped up with the all-staff meeting this past Saturday, and then I think we ended up getting home a little bit later. And then after that, Sunday was just pretty much chilling out, and then I never thought I would be super excited to go to bed early, but we went to bed very early. Mr. Waters didn't. It was like 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock, and I was ecstatic. So I don't know.
True.
Yeah.
Either this is a sign that we're getting older, or is this a sign of parenting? I don't know.
A little both.
It's gotta be maybe a both.
I think it goes hand in hand sometimes.
Parenting, yeah. And the kid was asleep too.
Oh goodness.
9:30. He was out. And the big kid too.
Oh boy, both kids were asleep.
Both kids were asleep.
Very
The
good.
professional
True.
kid. That should be your new Instagram handle. Titus the professional kid watch.
I mean, you were playing with those bots the other day,
True.
so.
We had that video shoot this past Saturday,
True.
which was pretty cool. I think it's going to turn out very, very good.
Yeah.
Yep.
How did you feel about Mr. Waters?
Oh, I liked it. I liked to
Good.
play with toys. That was fun.
True. Always a good highlight of a job.
The most important thing, no matter what you do and wherever you work, is you've got to actually have a passion for it. I was listening to a video online, and I was like, oh yeah, that's actually true. Like, because it's like, wouldn't you rather be in a relationship with somebody you like than not? So if you have a job, like, and you're going to spend so much of your time like working that job, you should definitely like what you're doing rather than not. I think that's an important thing.
True. Very
Do you
true.
agree? Do you like it? Do you like being a professional kid?
Of course. It's the best job ever.
I was trying to wait because there was a loud truck.
Because it was a loud
Wow.
truck.
I guess it
Wow,
doesn't
thank
really
you for being
work.
so considerate. No, it didn't
I
work.
learned very
Can't
quickly.
escape.
Any other scenarios that y'all want to go over before we wrap it up? What about you? I have black belt eyes. That's what we call it.
Yeah.
I look at everything from a totally different perspective. So.
I just have passerby eyes. So.
Well, we already talked about the one that you want to do with multiple people, which I think
Yeah.
that's good.
It's really though, I like to think that I would fight, but I'd really be the one like, oh boy, oh this is happening, oh great, like is this the movie? Like where's, like I just wouldn't be able to fathom like this is really happening.
It would be surreal.
Yeah, like I need to get past that part too. It's like how do you break that mindset? It's like
Just go
oh this
black.
isn't just in movies or across the world in the news.
Yeah.
Like it's happening to me and my friend.
Right now.
How do I break that and go into action? So.
That's good. That's good mental training. We can cover that one. Every person in here is going to have a point in time where there's going to be something that's going to come up in work, in life, you don't want to do, right? We all can get in here, we can all grind it out, and we can keep just grinding away, but the one thing that will happen if you never address the why is as you're grinding, I need you to understand, you may be grinding away, but as you're grinding away, something else is building. So imagine that you have a hole that you're digging. You're grinding. You don't like it, but you're grinding. The dirt doesn't disappear. When you shovel dirt and you throw the dirt behind you, what happens to that dirt mound?
It gets bigger.
It gets bigger. And that, my friends, is called resentment.
champs on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Knockout
champs.
Alright guys, last hard sparring was today in preparation for fighting coming up October the 6th. You guys saw some clips earlier in the vlog. I'm sure you'll see some more throughout this vlog. But overall, very grateful for all these training partners back here. We got the crew. Hey guys, wave to the vlog! Woo! These guys are up and coming, strong teens, growing teens, so they definitely put up a good bit of fight. A good bit of them weigh more than me or the same weight as me, so that works pretty well for fighting and knowing how strong someone is in the actual ring. So I'm very appreciative. It's been a great fight camp so far. We got a couple more weeks. Gonna do lots of cardio in the next couple of weeks so all the injuries can heal up. Be 100% for the ring. I'm coming home with that belt. Neurologically, our brains are designed to create pathways. Anytime you do something new, the reason why you usually stink at it is because there's no pathway. I want you to imagine that you are in Brazil and you are in front of the rainforest in Brazil and you have a machete and in front of you is nothing but forest. Every time you do something new, you have to chop it down in order to move through the forest because you can't walk through it, it's so thick. Okay? When you start making those neurological pathways, you chop, okay, that was class 1. Every time you come back to the edge of the forest, and everybody understand that, you don't start there, you come back. And here's what happens. You can run as far as that forest was chopped down. And then you gotta chop again, it slows you down. Okay? So even you, with all your experience, all of us are the same. Here's the deal. I've been doing this since I was 3, I'm 31 now. I have a sprint until a certain point. I've got full out sprint, I'm the Flash. So when I start to think about something, it's like, phew, I'm there. You guys are, at a certain level, that same way. You can sprint, you can get there, phew, but maybe my edge of the forest, I start here, we start here, we both go here, but mine is all the way to here, and yours is right to here. You still have to take the machete and chop it down. So when you do classes 2 times a week, you get 2 times a week in order to use your machete and chop down. Likewise, this is what happens. If I build a bad habit, I'm chopping my machete, I got good stuff. And here's what happens. Bad habit, I start going down the wrong path. So when I get corrected, this is the key. When you're teaching, I need you to think this. If you go, it doesn't matter today, I'll catch it the next time. They're not building on that path. They're only building on the wrong one. So when they come back to the edge of the forest and they get to the crossroads, they have to figure out which way they're going. That in and of itself, that choice, slows them down. Oh man, I can't do that, that's wrong. I gotta go this way. You see? That's why it's so important to do twice-a-week training and to get it right from the beginning. The other thing that needs to be done this week is we're gonna need to get some rooms reserved for the Crown Reef Hotel.
Okay.
And so she's gonna need a room, I'm gonna need a room, Mr. Seigler's gonna need a room, and it'll have to be for Friday the 5th and Saturday the 6th, leaving on the Sunday the 7th.
So arriving Friday.
Yeah, arriving Friday, leaving Saturday. No, leaving Sunday. Saturday's fight.
Like, that's gonna be a quick trip. They come, they fight, they
We're gonna go weigh in and then we're gonna come home. Forget the fight. Let's just weigh in. Alrighty.
That was a good, solid one.
It was.
We're getting better at this.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, but overall, I think she's getting better. She's just never had any kind of surgery like that.
Yeah.
It was a laparoscopy, so like type of surgery, not laparoscopy, or I guess it is, where they put they put the light inside your belly too at the same time. Which is good. They didn't have to cut her open.
Yeah.
But it's different.
So it's
surgery pain.
scary.
Yeah.
So it just like came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Like,
she just had appendicitis. So she had some classic trademarks for that, but they caught it in time. So
Good. Because my mom had the same thing, and then she said like right as the doctor took it out, it bust.
whoa,
Yeah. And it, like
scary.
yeah. So I was like, oh my gosh.
Jeez.
Oh.
That's scary. No,
Yeah,
it didn't happen like that. They took it out, and she's
Yeah,
I mean,
so I'm
good
glad
prognosis.
she's good.
Yeah.
And that's the September date.
I thought that was gonna blow. So that's why I'm building those, so we can use next up we'll.
So it's already been, okay.
Not important, but for future,
Oh,
but like with all
There's that
these
effect.
Bam. Got it.
BTS leads.
We are Black Belt School. We are motivated. We are dedicated. We're on a quest to be our best. Loose.
Everybody goes through this, but here's the trick. When you start training yourself and recognizing, then you can do something about it. For me and my health, one of the hardest things that I had to do is I had to recognize what it felt like for my blood sugar to be high or to be low. Because a lot of times in the beginning, I was just passing out because I didn't know that my blood sugar was low until it was too late. And I would just hit the floor and pass out and hit my head on the ground. And eventually, I learned that I could recognize signs and symptoms before it got to a certain level. When you can recognize that you're no longer doing something that was beneficial, you just started down the path to become more successful. It's when you choose to ignore it that you have problems, and it becomes a one rule. Someone else has to tell you. Guys, it's Thursday. We're here, we're training. It feels like it shouldn't be Thursday. It should be earlier in the week. I don't know why. It's a really weird feeling. Anyhow, it's been a great training session today, primarily because we've been talking about neurological pathways, but we've been boiling it down to a science of the flash in the Brazilian rainforest. So if you haven't seen that yet, make sure you check it out. Make sure you guys drop some comments. We got some more happening in the class, so I'll check back in.
Roll it up. Crisscross. Figure 8. Yeah. Last one. Last one. Both to what? Together. All right, here we go. Ready, get set, go. Hey, 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 hey. Crisscross. Figure 8. Catch. Double punch this time. Now from there. Ha! Ha! Last two. Next two. Ready.